Yo, yo, yo. Shit is happening. Shit is happening.
I'm here.
I'm a lawyer.
We're lawyers here, right, guys?
Yeah, well, can I see your badge?
Okay.
Here's my prosecutor's badge.
Here's my prosecutor's badge.
It's all real.
Let's all prosecute Freems.
What?
Freems loses for not doing the quick beams in Elecman stage.
There are no quick beams in Elecman stage, and I did the quick beams. There's video proof on this very live stream.
Jail
Dang.
for
Son of
waiting
a
until
bitch.
2024 to play Mega
They
Man
caught
3.
my trick.
What?
Jail for waiting until 2024 to play Mega Man 3.
Anyway, last time on Lawyers, Godot was fucking yelling at us because I guess we killed Maya and Mia. Lol.
We killed Mia Fey and Maya
You
Fey.
killed my girlfriend.
Definitely Phoenix's B, 100%. I'm sure he had.
My girlfriend. Red White had nothing to do with it.
Listen, if you get poisoned by some bitch, and then you wake up and you have to wear goggles, you probably have some issues you need to work out. So I'll give it to him. He needs to work out some issues. He's not quite there.
We're gonna work about together in this episode of Lawyers.
Anyway, prepare to get jump scared by a saxophone. Oh wait, no, I think the music changed. Gets just jump scared
I
by
think it's
Godot.
core.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's core.
We're
There
getting
it
jump
is.
scared by Matt on guard.
It's not Matt on guard.
2001.
This is a healthy.
Oh, right. This is not Matt on guard. My bad.
That guy would never come back.
Kinda works out. I associate this theme with Mia anyway, because of how fucking 1-2 works.
Man, that's been 17 years. Anyway, let's talk about how I'm being accused of doing terrible things.
It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone. A man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy.
Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget that we won't talk about in more detail in case you're playing the third game first. I got you.
For some reason.
But I got that guy, personally.
Yeah, it's true.
Sure. Miss Fey's murderer was caught. That won't bring her back.
Well, no, but
You were with her at the time. You. And no one else.
I can't even argue that fact because I played that case 10 years ago. I don't remember.
Don't you remember? You, like, stabbed
It was
Mia
your
Fey with
responsibility. Oh, sorry.
No, you can keep going.
You should have protected her.
I,
You say Mia Fey was your teacher? Well then, I'd say you've learned nothing, trite. You robbed her of her life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate.
I haven't sentenced Maya to death. No! Fucking asshole. I'm assuming this is a case of Godot wakes up from his coma, learns that his lovely girlfriend, Mia Fey, is dead, and was like, I'm going to get my revenge, but we already fucking got the killer, so he's like, I'm moving down the list to vent my unhealthy feelings. Fuck you, Phoenix Wright.
Oh, man.
What is this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of...
I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundation of the training hall.
Oh, they kind of kept it here?
Any excessive force to break the lock open would... Well, let's just say the inner temple and the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past.
Very well. Then dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with a key?
Yes.
Sure. Just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock.
Now, who put the lock on? That's the real question. There's no keyhole?
That's right. An interesting puzzle, huh?
Subjectively, someone had to put the lock there.
Maybe. Or maybe it just did that. You ever think of that trait?
I didn't think the door could just spawn a lock. No, you're right.
The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it.
Then who was it? Don't say the door.
Simple. The door.
Come on, man. What? Iris and not the door?
When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there.
Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times, now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training.
So, Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now.
Special jail cameo. Iris is the only person who could open this lock? I hope she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya. We'll get you out.
So, I should be getting back to work.
Oh, wait, Godot! How sure about Maya are you?
There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You'd better start praying. You'd better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon.
Edgeworth?
Listen up, Trite. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never.
You could have just said nothing, my guy. That probably would have been easier.
You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright.
That's what everyone says. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Well, assuming
Yeah, you got
something
guy by
has
some bitter
happened outside.
justice.
Yeah. Oh no, the question marks.
I don't
This
know.
could be
Should
like,
I or shouldn't
yeah,
I?
this could be like 3 characters. Sounds like someone's it could
That
be Larry,
could be Gumshoe.
Scumshoe, or Larry. Sounds like
Gumshoe or Larry,
someone's
yeah.
talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Gumshoe.
Hey!
Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. My brain. This is driving me nuts. Ah!
Is something troubling you, Scruffy?
Oh, please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir.
It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder with my...
Come on, Karma, what the fuck?
So what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind?
How did you know, pal?
Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not.
How did you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay?
You mean the one that says no entry on it?
Kinda already snuck in there.
Is he trying to be clever or something?
So what's behind there, Scruffy?
Huh? Kind of garden-like garden.
A garden?
Yeah. Anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me?
Isn't it normally the other way around?
Well, see you later.
So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright?
Of course. What else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Give me just a sec. I need to check something that might be time sensitive, but it'll take me like 60 seconds.
Sure.
God, I wish that were me.
Alright,
That's really scary. Oh, hello.
back. In case you want to know, I realized in horror that I never highlighted last part of the live stream, and that shit expires in like an hour if I didn't highlight it right now.
Oh.
Because that only lasts
Good.
7 days on modern Twitch.tv. I was like, oh, wait a second. I don't want that to be gone. So,
Man, I'm so glad you got that. I thought, because I know you've been like usually getting it like the day after or
Yeah.
something, but
no, I just
good.
forgot to this week. I was just like, I don't think I did it. Anyway, let's go check out that shit. Oh, that's the wrong button. Let's go check out that shit.
Freem takes the shit and checks it out. I did not
Garden.
word that correctly. Fuck.
I've played Danganronpa. I know what that is.
Wait a minute, catch up.
There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is.
Strange feeling. Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern?
Ah. What are you doing here, sir? I thought you said you can't. I thought I said it. You can't come in here.
Yeah, fuck Bob. Don't you know Scruffy? Von Karma will always show up wherever there's a clue.
It's true.
There are plenty of clues to be found here.
But
Are you gonna
Want
show him your
to see
badge?
my badge, detective? Hey, look, it's my attorney's badge. Feel better.
ah, good one, pal. You're always good for a laugh with your little badge.
This is definitely dialogue we've read before.
But a real man has a police badge. Yeah, I think we have it.
Oh, just good to check
It's
that
a
out.
classic.
Just good to check that out every now and then.
That's a classic gumshoe line right there.
So how's the intertemple investigation going?
We have the best forensic team in the world working the place.
Forensic team? What was the outcome of the scientific study?
Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is clean as a whistle.
That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that?
Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern and the surrounding area.
That's Von Karma.
Oh, that's
Oh.
Von Karma.
That's me, apparently. That stone lantern and the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct?
They looked kind of fishy to me. You know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... it's kind of hard to say, actually.
I guess I better look into them myself. But let's talk about this first. About Maya.
Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet?
Yes, we heard.
He's got a search party out looking for her. But there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal.
Edgeworth?
He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here.
I'm in the box.
We'll have to wait, since she is the only one that can open the door to the sacred cavern.
Oh. I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal.
Huh? I wonder what it is.
Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowning.
Sounds pleasant. Well, let's check shit out. Let's start with the big guy on campus. What the heck is that?
In the box.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you spotted it, huh, pal?
Are you kidding me? It could be more obvious.
It says Maya.
Yeah. And before you ask, it's written in blood.
You will answer all our questions now, Scruffy, without exception.
Yes, sir.
He was not fazed by that whip. He's immune to it now.
Too sturdy.
Yeah, I was ready for that one.
Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. It's an almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally.
Yes. It appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy?
No, it wasn't me, sir. Does anyone feel anything? Kind of feels like a tickle or something. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation.
If it wasn't the police, then who did it?
Oh, yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Just between the three of us, okay?
What is it?
It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it?
Understood.
Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see?
Where on earth is this going?
I was so disappointed, I just picked up my mouthguard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch.
Is that it?
That's it. Oh!
Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Why did that just happen? But I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. Probably the same reason why Gumshoe just told us all that shit. There are a couple of torches here. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains.
Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. Looks like they've been lit pretty recently.
Recently? How recent are we talking about?
As recent as the night of the murder.
Maya was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think these things were lit up at the time, I guess. A little lantern, a little statue.
It is certainly a quaint little garden. Oh! What is this huge bowl here for?
Oh, I know this one. It's, a water bowl, isn't it?
Everything else is completely frozen over. But the ice in this bowl has been broken.
That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case?
Well, I I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Ah!
Next time you're sleepy, you need only come to me. Got it?
What is this tiny little thing? There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it too.
Apparently, it belonged to the victim.
To Elise. We don't know.
Yeah. There was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and on this charm match exactly.
Sounds to me like this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. I think that's it.
This really is a garden of all time.
I think Gumshoe has more to say though, because we said, tell me more. Maya, so these letters are written in blood?
Yeah. What's worse is it's the victim's blood.
Another one of these? Huh? This is Miss Donim's blood?
We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal.
Most interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down.
You know what? That was really bothering me, too. But I just came up with the answer. The result of my own special gumshoe investigation.
At a 10 with the yes.
Really? Do tell.
Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down.
Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Donem wrote these letters herself, in her own blood.
You must be joking. That's impossible.
The writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind.
I disprove this shit once a week.
Seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Stonem's murder. At least, that's our current theory on how events took place, pal.
What? What? I don't know. So Miss Donut was killed here?
However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now.
Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see?
What do you think, Miss Ma?
Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no?
But wait a sec, the bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set all that up after the murder, right?
Right, but that's not an option, pal.
Why not?
How quickly do you forget, Phoenix Wright? Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burnt out.
They could have also done a flip. I did one.
That's a long-ass flip.
Yeah, why didn't you do a flip over the bridge then, pal?
Because there was no bridge under me, Gumshoe. It was fucking gone.
Sounds a bit slow. Anyway, I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time.
Oh yeah, Larry did show somebody doing a flip over the bridge. Oh, they weren't flying, they were just doing a long flip. Oh.
Yeah, see? No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal.
I can't think of a counter-argument to that.
I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here.
I don't know, I don't know if that's legal, detective. This really was the scene of the crime. I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. Maybe that's the game's way of saying go fucking back there. Because I seem to be done in there. I could go straight to the inner temple from there. We're walking
Bridge.
back over the bridge.
Dusky Bridge.
Eight.
We're walking back to the hall. Somebody is
February
here
9th.
now.
It seems you have a visitor.
Oh.
Matt on guard.
It's me, Matt on guard. Hey, Mr. No. Fuck.
Oh,
Mr.
sorry.
Wright.
Iris, I'm really glad to see you. Because you have the key.
Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency.
Not him again.
Never mind him. We've got to hurry unlock the sacred cavern.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish your conversation later?
Alright. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, right?
Hold it! Wait, Edgeworth! I'm coming with you guys.
Right, what the fuck?
I'm stressed.
You're getting your courtroom seen and not the courtroom I see. Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us.
What?
I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Maya Fey is in a rather delicate position.
What do you mean by a delicate position?
This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we cannot allow members of the public to interfere.
Come on, Edgeworth.
If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right?
But it's Maya.
Mr. Wright!
I got frame 1.
All that matters is that Maya's rescued, correct?
Hi.
Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix, right?
From now on, consider anything beyond Disky Bridge to be off limits.
Oh, great.
We'll be going now. Excuse us. Come on before he says another hornet.
Ah!
This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix, right? Aren't there other things that demand your attention?
She's right. Thanks for reminding me. Though you could have done it without the whip, I think.
But I wanted to.
Yeah.
But she
To
wanted
get your
to.
attention much faster.
Oh no, sad bikini.
Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk sometime since I last saw her.
Don't be so rude, Phoenix, right? What's wrong, Sister Bikini?
Oh my, my, my. Hello, you two. How are you doing? Oh,
From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down.
Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince.
Is she talking about Edgeworth?
It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this has happened. Oh, poor Iris. She was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her?
Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain.
Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see.
Huh? Me? Ah! Oh, yes. You did great, Sister Bikini. saw from the hospital. Absolutely spectacular!
You two are the only one who said that to me.
Can't shake the feeling that I just became a shill to a shrew.
Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright?
Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that. But I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break those psych locks of hers. I guess it's time.
Oh. 5 psych locks.
I
Phoenix,
mentioned
Phoenix Wright just says, I got this. So, I guess I got it. Welcome to the zone.
You want to see her bikini?
Not really. Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Donim had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity.
What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mystic Elise was an author, just an author of picture books.
To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her.
Suspicions?
Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Donim's true identity. Yeah, she fucking has some important shit on her. Miss Donim had this charm with her at all times.
Where did you...
This isn't some cheap good luck charm either.
Then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean?
Thankfully, my item description tells me. It's a talisman, is it? Interesting.
Oops.
This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Donim really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally proves Miss Donim's true identity. One other item? Uh-oh, what else do I have? Does she have something in her photo? I don't think so. Unless we're saying that the crystal sphere from her staff is the same as the crystal sphere from the hoods here?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like that, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I know we were arguing it was from the hood, but it was from the staff. But if the logic is we're saying they're the same exact crystal sphere, then I was looking wrong. Uh-oh. Well,
You really ought to think about buying one of the charms we sell here, Mr. Wright.
huh?
Otherwise, you just might find yourself jumped on by the little old lady on a dark mountain path.
You're gonna fucking jump me?
I'm going to fucking jump you, bitch.
What am I doing? The piece of evidence I need to show bikini is obvious. Oh, don't make me feel bad.
That's just a plain old good luck charm, so please give it back.
No, I don't think so. This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Donim really was. One other item that I have somewhere in my box.
Check all of your boxes, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, hold up. I don't think it's this one. This one, I don't think this will do much for me.
Ow.
The staff doesn't fucking prove anything.
Oops, she was a black mage.
Oh, one sec, my cat is on the move.
Not
Yeah,
like
see.
not like the Final Fantasy class. No. She was a member of the band, the Black Mages.
Oh, they did the dancing man. Whoa.
Is there something I fucking missed in there? Am I not ready
Alice.
for this? Did Phoenix psych me out
You
by
are
saying...
ready for it.
Okay.
I mean, I guess the question is, what's related to Miss Donham, or who could she be?
Anything fancy in here? I know I'm looking for an item, but I'm just seeing if they have anything in here. Said to be number 1 at the DA's office.
I study judical foreign systems now. Ignore that I switched those out of order, right?
Thank you, the Edgeworth in my head.
Of course.
Now, if you wanted me to start metagaming here, the logical answer based on the fact that I'm looking for a secret identity and based on the things in my inventory is that she's Misty Fae. Right? But this is not useful evidence to me because it's covered in gravy.
Is there like a version of it that's not covered in gravy?
There was. I could check it still. Great.
Wait, no. Go to the right.
This is here?
I guess so.
Damn, he remember that shit? I thought I only had...
No, I just saw the right arrow there. I was
Yeah.
like, huh.
No, I'm not you. I mean, Phoenix remembered that shit.
It's a photographic memory.
Yeah, let's go for it. They look samey.
Oh.
Okay. The painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. But I had the right arrow. But this scroll shows the master of the Korean channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her.
Oh, I
that
didn't even
makes-
notice that.
Yeah.
Ah!
This crest is reserved for the master of Korean.
I told you that nonsense. I've got no idea what you're talking about.
The new master, Maya Fey, told me. I didn't expect that pause there. It made my delivery odd.
I'm in the box. I'm also maybe in that fucking thing. Get me out, Nick.
Isn't that what Edgeworth is doing right now?
Oh yeah.
He fucking wouldn't let me.
You must mean that acolyte. Whoa, where did the must come from? Help me. You mean that acolyte is Misty Faye's?
Daughter? Yes. That's kind of fucked up.
Are you sure?
Yes, in fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Faye's sole successor.
Mystic Misty?
Oh,
Holy shit!
oh shit!
Hello, I didn't have 5 psych blocks actually, I had 1.
You did it.
Damn, that's gonna be some
At
trauma
least
to
don't
unpack.
Oh, she looks absolutely stressed as all hell.
Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all.
What is the significance of this talisman, sister?
The Karain talisman. It's a symbol of the Master of Karain. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death.
Until their death.
So at least Dona was really Maya's mother, huh?
She was Misty Faye, the master of the Korean channeling technique.
The truth comes out at last. Looks like we're making some headway here.
Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Scratch that, reverse it.
Has something happened that called her out of hiding?
What happened?
Well...
Oh no! They promised this!
What's happening?
It can't be!
Earthquake!
In the middle of our exposition!
Oh my goodness, the inner temple! This kind of tremor might...
The inner temple?
The sacred cavern in the training hall! It might very well cave in.
This is a really shitty day! What? Maya!
Do.
Edgeworth probably is not having a good time right now.
It seems to have passed.
Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go!
What? Then?
To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? Don't fucking get in your own earthquake while I'm gone for 5 seconds.
Of course, you run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready.
Come on then, Mr. Phoenix Wright. They won't bother you from entering as long as I'm with you.
Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright. My Edgeworth senses are tingling.
You look worried. What are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth?
Come on, let's go. We're zooming back out. My game delayed.
We're zooming back in.
Like I
Back
hit.
in.
I
Back
hit.
out.
We're going. Gotta hurry to the inner temple inn.
Right.
Oh, hell. Ah! What are you doing here?
How could I have?
How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up?
Yow! Hey, why am I the one getting whipped?
He's gone.
No!
Defendant Iris. She's gone.
Gone where?
She fled. She escaped.
What?
This is a bad 20 minutes to be us. So it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness. His fear of earthquakes. It's one weakness. Don't use the ground type move on him.
Damn it. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone or be an electric type. Fuck. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes and I stupidly passed out.
That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? I'm not going to say it by name, just in case.
That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right. The inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side.
We haven't seen her.
And we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom.
Wait, Edgeworth. Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet?
Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross.
No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth.
What? What are you talking about?
Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake.
Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation.
Listen, Edgeworth. I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary.
Right.
Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall sacred cavern now.
Alright, let's go.
Everyone running across the bridge for the 80th time today. Fortunately, the sacred cavern hadn't caved in. But what we found was something none of us could have ever expected. Cyclops of...
Welcome to the nothing.
What?
Oh, what?
The door? No, it is the door! How can there be...
Even more locks.
This door is the real villain. What is the meaning of this? Iris! You just throw more locks on for fun? Iris, please tell me. What the hell is going on? Okay, I'm still playing. I got like a little under 2 hours. Iris, what the fuck are you doing?
The door really was the culprit. Right. Is this what Godot was talking about? He was talking about coffee.
Yeah, the trick locks and the coffee.
Now then, Iris. Please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What?
During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here.
So you're saying you can't undo the new locks?
Yes. If only I was stronger. If only I didn't fall to ground.
Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face.
Like you're one to talk with your face all green.
Miles Edford, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly fine.
There's no telling what sort of mistakes you can make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edford.
She's dragging me. Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here.
Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden.
Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives.
Yeah?
That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix, right? I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles.
I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris?
No, not at all.
You got some shit. Why'd you make her run for it, Iris? You really didn't go fucking far.
I didn't. I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see.
In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that.
I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright, but...
But
when I saw these chains here, I saw all these extra locks that someone had just put on the sacred cavern's door, and...
Edgeworth went off to search the garden, so he stops being stressed about his earthquake, and Franziska von Karma has left the party to watch over Iris, but since we're all in the room together, she's still here.
Who in the world would do something like this?
Oh,
These
cat.
trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it.
And you aren't the one who set these locks.
I don't think it's that simple, Franziska von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them.
What does that mean?
It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. That means that Iris could only open one of these locks, the first one.
Yes, that's correct.
What?
Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this?
Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination, with each one I could remove them. But...
It will take time, won't it?
yes. About a day if I had to guess.
A whole day?
So that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us?
Sure. I'll do whatever I can.
You've got to wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now. Fuck. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get.
What might that be, Phoenix, right?
I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look or 5 more Cyclocks. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too.
Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple. It's as if you were a...
Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Oh, god damn it, Iris. Don't be 5.
Hey there.
Just have a couple
Screamer.
less.
Can you count the locks for me?
Ugh, I
It's
knew
not
it. There's
5.
something going on here that we don't know about. It's not 5. It's only 3.
You did ask for a couple less.
I did get my wish. Okay, Iris.
I gave you a couple less.
I'm gonna say hi to Edgeworth real quick.
Okay, tell him he's a bitch.
Oh. I don't think I
No.
will. The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job.
I'm very not nervous.
Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time.
How could I have done that?
Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Hey, don't you dare run away! Jeez!
What do you want, right?
What do I want?
If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away.
Ugh, I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. You went back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris.
Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible.
Wanna look at my badge before we look at that? Nice!
Is that... Yeah, you got me right. Bravo, right. So that's your attorney's badge. Interesting. I never imagined I'd ever see you wearing one of these, right?
This is the equivalent of them hugging it out. It's because of you that I became one, Edgeworth. Not that I have any regrets, I really don't. If you're trying to say thanks, you could start by saying it a bit louder. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh?
There's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime. That's why.
You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman of the snow?
Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder.
But surely, you don't suspect. Maya, do you?
You
have to treat everyone as a suspect, Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right?
So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes.
No, though thankfully my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath.
17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, some shit happened. Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder.
Are you expositioning here, right?
I'm also making the earthquake happen in the
How
courtroom.
the hell are you doing that with your mouth?
It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. You know, some fun shit. Oh, we are talking about it.
Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney.
We usually don't go in this much detail.
But you're telling the flashback and you have a photographic memory. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when it happened.
Bang.
That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day. All because of that earthquake. Dreams, my family, and myself.
It's been more than 17 years now. That case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? Why am I asking you? We were literally... We kind of handled that shit.
I
I don't know that. I was there, but the viewers had to know in case they never played the first Ace Attorney game. But it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself in my life. I'm sorry, right? There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer, for my sake. Not after you saved me.
Edgeworth, he's stronger than you think, so no more of this self-pity, okay? Let's talk about some juicy shit.
There was something that bothered me about her in the box from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her before. No. Wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I've seen her in the court before.
So you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look for her file.
Yes. I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago.
Ooh, the juice. Ooh.
I have the juice.
Years ago?
It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare.
So? Who is she? I read about this, but that's okay.
I'm sorry, right? I can't give that information away to a member of the general public.
Oh, come on. What? Why not? It might be the crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case.
The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with the Iris and, well, the Hazakura Temple. And neither did the case. No. That woman is completely unrelated to the murder.
Completely unrelated. Unrelated?
Absolutely. Yes. I can say that with complete confidence.
He even said it in red font. So you know he fucking
I
means
did.
it.
Just
You're
like
wrong,
I said.
Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew.
You don't get any Cyclops from me, right? I don't believe in that shit.
How do I do that? Hey, check out Iris.
Apparently, Iris was taken in by the sisters here at the temple when she was a child. However, we still don't know much about her past, so we're looking into it.
That reminds me. Edgeworth went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look at some stuff on her. We talked about this. I should ask him what he's found. Wait a minute.
You have something to ask me, right?
Wait a minute. How do
Wow, no.
Oh, maybe the magazine.
Incredible.
Because that's what started this whole thing? Hold up. I'm gonna throw shit at you, Edgeworth, until you play the game with me.
Alright, we're playing the game.
No, he's not. He doesn't like that one. What do you think about this, Edgeworth?
Sorry, right? You're a defense attorney, and I'm a prosecutor. You know the whole shabiz right now. It wouldn't be right for us to discuss things so
intimately.
But you're acting for the defense in the trial today. Come on! Come on!
No means no, right?
Well, it's like the game gave me the alley-oop, but where are the pieces to do the ooping?
Show Godot?
Doubtful, but sure.
He's something of a legend, I hear.
Don't say like you don't know anything about him. Tell me what you know. Luke Appy told me.
It's a bit strange, actually. If he really was anything special, I should have heard about him by now. I'm always well informed about the rookies coming into the prosecutor's office, you know.
Then you mean he isn't anything special?
You should already know the answer to that. Although, there's one other possibility.
What's that?
He could have come into the profession from a different channel.
What different channel?
There's more than one way to become a prosecutor, right? Perhaps he started off as a defense attorney, but decided it wasn't for him.
A defense attorney? I didn't even know you could switch sides like that. I mean, I'd asked Edgeworth to do it, but that's like a one-day thing. It wasn't like a life thing.
Oh, so he keeps talking about coffee blends.
Well, Edgeworth, you really fucking put me in a corner here.
Looks like I Ace Attorney cornered you, right?
What the fuck do I have that I could bring up Dahlia Hawthorne and Doug Swallow?
Fucking Doug Swallow. I keep forgetting about that guy.
I heard he died.
Do I have anywhere else?
He's
I'll be
dead.
right back.
Oh,
I'll be
God.
right back, Edgeworth. The game seems to have put me on hold.
Oh no.
Oh, the game
God.
did put me
You're
on hold. Oh, something happened. Finally getting to the bottom of this case, except when I didn't finish that conversation. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Where the fuck did she go? And she just kind of ran off. Well,
Where's Gumshoe?
I'll get back to you, Edgeworth. Swear that there's no one around all of a sudden. Sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. That's what I want to do. Talk to Larry Butts.
Talking to Larry Butts.
Larry Butts. Oh,
I'm not Larry Butts. Hi.
psych.
Oh, Mr. Nick.
Pearls, what are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she all right?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Oh shit.
Hey! What do you think you're doing here, Nick?
Larry.
This is the Loser's Shack, where losers get together to lose themselves.
This is the what?
Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? Got a problem with that? Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Larice did a picture of me.
That's some great, Pearls. I don't get to see it? Bummer.
Nope, you're lame. We're gonna get some firework now. Fireworks and firewood. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire.
I did not expect the Larry and Pearls depressed combo.
So stay the hell out of our way, dude.
I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man?
I don't believe a word I say anymore, dude. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this guy, okay? He'll only let you down. That bridge. Oh, Mystic Maya. I'm sad.
Let's see this. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture?
I got nothing to say to you, Nick. Nothing. My life's here now with Pearl.
Two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore.
What am I going to do with him? Alright then, what do you think about this picture, Pearls? Look, they're doing a flip.
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
See, someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames like, to look like that, A lot of shading.
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy that I won't have because I'm a loser.
No. It wasn't a dream, dude. It was real. She really flew. I'm telling you. Iris really flew that night.
But Mr. Larice...
Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase. I beg of you.
I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw.
Okay, I was like half asleep, alright? I was half asleep when I was here that night. There's a picture. I was wide awake after the lightning struck. I saw what I saw. It was exactly what I drew in that picture.
Looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value.
Hey! Stop looking down on your face, Nick. Jesus.
Pearls?
Yes, Mr. Nick?
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you and what exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I was just, well, I'm just a kid, Yeah. I'm sure it really doesn't matter what I was doing, and does it, Mr. Nick?
Sorry, Pearls. Yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Donham's room reading a book together. But Miss Donham was murdered and you, Pearls, were at the inner temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
Really sorry, Mr. Nick.
Oh, God. One for everyone!
However, and you get 5 this time.
What?
What?
Oh, she's
that's
too
right,
short.
'cause I'm in the center. I'm too short. This is the rainbow of 5s. And you know what's under the rainbow? Sadness, because I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished.
What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power, it's disappeared.
What? Her powers have disappeared? What? What do you mean your power has disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
Hey! What are you looking at me for, dude?
Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps?
Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. That was really...
Just as I thought. I'm going to have to break her psych locks to get the truth out of her. Well, time to leave a crying child. 'Cause, man, everyone. Psych locks for everyone. At least Edgeworth got me. He just won't tell me because I don't have the question. He just doesn't know.
Right.
Edgeworth just doesn't know
brain
better.
Right.
Yeah,
Shut up, right.
So,
You're not even saying it properly.
I wonder if Sister Bikini is back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type.
Phoenix, we literally had a case before this.
Oh, welcome back. Hyperventilating.
Well, what's the damage? How is the sacred cabin?
Looks like it survived. But we have a bigger problem now. I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the sacred cavern.
But who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Karain tradition.
We have Iris at the sacred cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini.
Oh yes, we were in the middle of the chat, weren't we?
Yes,
Chat.
you were telling me how the Master Crane disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Face suddenly appeared at this temple.
It was about a week ago when Mystic Elise, no, I mean Mystic Misty arrived.
And then another earthquake hits, and we're like, oh shit, we have to go back! And like, this just gets a never-ending loop.
After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the master, she said... Someone is trying to destroy the Karain tradition's main family line. I am here to put a stop to them.
What a good Misty impression.
Someone was trying to destroy the main family line.
There's only one heir to the title of master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new master of Karain, and her daughters the main family. All other mediums become branch family members, with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line.
That's kind of fucked up.
That's kind of
Is
fucked
the power
up.
of the Master worth this much bloodshed? We're gonna do anything about
Well,
that ever?
Phoenix, you don't think that's fucked up?
That's a little,
okay,
no,
alright,
it's a little
Phoenix.
fucked up. What? I just said it was fucked up.
You believe
hear
in
it.
how fucked up this is, don't you, Mr.
That's
Wright?
kind of fucked up.
But do you believe in the technique, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real.
Yes, I do. I see it quite often. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. Usually singular, dead. During the mask case, and during Maggie Bird's trial too, and some other times off
Good.
camera. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most.
Like Lama Humber, who's played this game.
The Karain technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know? I mean, the ability to commune with the dead, that's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there, behind every important leader.
Yo! Show me the
political
Phoenix.
advisors.
Yo, I want to see the Ace Attorney World History now!
Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill?
I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expected you'd be really rich by now.
Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? You're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see. All because of one little mistake.
A mistake? What mistake?
It was 17 years ago. That's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident.
That incident? Is she talking about what I think she is? Probably.
I'm sure the records still exist if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It
Oh, we
was
named it.
called the DL6 incident. That's the name of the file.
The DL6 incident. I knew it. Let's talk about that first. The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago.
Oh. Ah, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case.
Yeah, fucking kick that guy's ass. A murder that took place 17 years ago. You really can't tiptoe it around it that much.
Yeah.
It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer.
And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother.
Through Mystic Misty's channeling, the name of a certain man surfaced. Armed with that as evidence, the investigators were spurred into action.
But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he?
That's right, he was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen the Karain tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Karain village.
Fuck you, Red White.
Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared. Vanished while everyone still thought of her as a fraud.
But I know the truth! Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all!
Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The Karain tradition is starting to recover at last. But with a new master wielding the power of the clan...
Does she mean Maya? Let's go back to that whole other thing.
Ba-ba-ba. Wait, no, that's not Family Feud. That's Price is Right. Price is Right, isn't it?
Everybody
I
lose
don't-
when the family
Yeah,
feuds,
huh?
Jack.
Thank you.
Yes! Kill!
The spiritual power of the Karain channeling technique is in the blood.
Maya's told me the exact same thing before. Oh, she's in the flashback for realsies.
We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power. They call it girl boss.
The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Ami. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master.
And the ones who don't become branch families, right?
That's right. It's always the cause of tragedy.
You know, Maya had a sister too, an older sister named Mia.
Oh yes, I've heard of her.
What? You know about Mia?
Of course! She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother.
And lost her life. Well, I was loading that as a result.
Do you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition.
Really?
Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt.
That's right. Misty Faye had an elder sister too. She drank a lot of fucking sippy drink. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the Master's seed from her.
Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know.
Oh, let's go.
Morgan? That's a name. There's a name I know well. She kept slurping. It was a year ago now at Maya's home, Crane Village. What she did was terrible. It was also she could make her own daughter the next master.
You don't get to actually see her face, I guess.
Damn.
Ominous black
I
silhouette.
suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris...
Huh? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this?
That Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter.
I'm making a face right now.
It's plain as day. It's obvious, isn't it?
I'm in the box, and
What's everyone staring at?
Iris is what? Matt Odgaard, I don't care about him. Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's
Hey,
daughter?
guys. What the fuck?
Did you say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter?
I thought you already knew. It sounded like you'd met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already.
I have. I know her very well.
Oh?
Yes, Pearl Faye. But I always thought she was an only child.
Just that child? She's Mystic Morgan's? Oh, I had no idea.
Oh, this is a terrible communication.
Mystic Morgan. But she's in prison now, isn't she?
Yes. Ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year. Two sprites at once?
I have 2 sprites.
It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master. I like that she's covering her drink.
You can't see the drink here, Mr. Wright. You can't make a joke.
I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2.
Wait, what?
Holy
3?
Yes, Iris, her twin sister.
Oh, fuck.
Mystic Girl.
Oh, fuck!
It's obvious, isn't it?
What? The twin sister?
Didn't you know? Oh, it all happened 20 years ago.
bikini.
Hello, that's my name. After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. It wasn't many years later that Karane's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her and the village, taking their twin daughters with him.
What the fuck?
How awful. They tied that into Pearl's tragic comedy lore?
He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple.
What the fuck?
That was Iris, you see.
It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister. Could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris's sister?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler.
Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details and fucking blown my fucking mind. Pearl's had 2 older sisters, huh?
Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family.
Anger? What do you mean?
Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan.
That's why she had pearls?
It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. It was able to break free of the bars that confine her.
So Iris has a twin sister. The plot thickens. But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions, and get some more info. But not to you. I think I can now activate Miles Edgeworth. Let me see if Gumshoe's in the courtyard. We were looking for him before that happened.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is that they're humming?
No motive, no crime, no motive, no crime. Sing it with me! No motive, no crime. I remember when we used to search in the channeling room in Terrain. Whoop, I love my job. Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigating's all about. The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Good cases we have, good cases we've lost along the way.
I would have never guessed that Gumshoe was into reggae. Reggae?
Kidding.
Huh?
Wait,
case
Bob
is-
Marley.
What? I don't know this song. Every
think this
case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Alright, pal.
Huh? Who, me?
I'll type for the
How
chat.
long
I
have
think
you
I
been
know what
there?
it is.
I just got here.
Oh. Okay.
So what are you up to, detective?
I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon.
The real murder weapon.
That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. Looks like a letter or something. Doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though.
A letter? Fucking give it to me. Eventually. So how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe?
I don't know if I should be telling you, pal. But I guess it can't hurt. Like the murder took place in the Inner Temple Garden. And they're taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ.
What? You mean? Come on, that shit's always fake.
I don't have the details, pal. All I know is if you don't find Maya down in that sacred cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation.
What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here?
You got me. I don't know. They're not my words, pal.
Then who said it?
Mr. Godot.
Godot? What did he mean by that? About that letter you found.
Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to find the murder weapon. And all I find is some burnt up old letter.
Burnt up a letter?
Yeah, it was in that incinerator right outside the Inner Temple.
The incinerator? I knew it. I knew I wasn't imagining it. Yo, There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away, which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder.
What's up with you, pal? I've got it right here if you want to take a look.
Can I? Do you mind?
Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. All spirit mediums and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relation to this case.
Spirit mediums?
Come to.
It's gotta be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. I better give it a good looking over and some serious thought.
Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal.
Damn, Gumshoe does not care for this evidence. Be careful.
Yes.
Once night falls, should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Her name is, she is all out the hole. Here is a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is burned, also tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Mama, what's happening? I'm scared. You mentioned burning.
So what do you know about the real murder weapon so far?
Well, it wasn't the Shichishito that was found impaled in the victim's body. Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today.
Yes, that's true.
In which case, it must have been another blade.
And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's a tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We've got the feather of forensics in our cap these days. We're using the department's secret weapon on this.
Secret weapon? What's the secret weapon of yours?
You wanna know? You've gotta think scientifically, okay?
Dang.
Alright.
Get Emma skied.
The murder weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? Any questions so far?
No. I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart.
So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector.
They're bringing it back.
Raise your hand if you can see this one coming from a mile away.
Well, you want to give scientific investigation a go?
Huh? Me?
I've been using this thing for hours now. Gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try?
I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe out or not? Sure.
Come on, pal. It's good fun, I'm telling you.
Alright then. I guess I'll give it a go.
Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget. The absolute best. It's so sensitive, you could make it cry. It's so high-tech, you could skydive off it.
Oh, bother.
So now, I'm gonna tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right?
Sure, that's what we're trying to find out.
Right. So first, let's turn the detector on. That's the sound
Oh,
of
this
metal detect.
Oh,
Wow.
sorry, you didn't have time.
Is this a cutscene? Oh
Yeah,
shit!
no.
Next. Oh
Yeah.
shit! Help!
No, I
I'm
can't.
being abducted by the police. Help me! Ah! Time is advancing without my permission.
This tutorial waits for no one.
Gumshoe, no!
Let's look at the ladder.
Oh look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
God
What's the
damn it.
difference? Looks like a normal ladder to me, pal.
Surely everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects.
I've met plenty of guys like you, always picking on the smallest details. Sorry, I had to take a sip there. The vegetable store guy near my place does it all the time. He even corrects me when I ask for a head of lettuce. That's a cabbage, he says. I'm telling you, they're the exact same thing.
No, they're not! They're completely different!
You have to plant both of them firmly in the ground before they can grow, don't you? Listen, you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise, you could miss a really important clue. That's advice from a pro, pal.
The last person I need advice from is this guy in front of me. Sled art? That's odd, the sled's made of plastic.
It says bikini number 1 on the side.
Maybe there's something under it? Hey, what's this? A badge?
Ah! I've been hunting high and low for that.
It's yours, detective?
That thing's priceless to a guy like me, pal. A cop can't be a cop without his badge. I'm sure glad I put that dime in there now.
How'd you manage to drop your badge here of all places?
I know. I bet it happened this morning. I was playing around with the sled and...
Stop right there, I don't need to hear anymore.
He found his wallet.
Well, I mean, yeah, this checks out.
That Fuchishito next to the gold statue wasn't the real murder weapon, pal.
Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd check it again anyway.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Do you know about that sword? It's supposed to represent the multiple branches that life can take, all ending as one.
Yes, I heard something about that.
You know what I think about sometimes? Kind of life I'd be leading had I not joined the homicide division.
You think about that kind of stuff, detective?
Of course I do. I think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop, me as a detention officer, me as the Blue Badger.
There's something to be said about the humor value of Gumshoe as the Blue Badger.
Oh my god. The Shichishito's a fucking allegory.
Of course.
I
Dang
think
it,
there's
Llama
something buried in the
Hamalamu.
ground here.
Don't touch that, pal.
Huh? What is it?
It's a trap. People set them out to catch us detectives. They're real nasty.
A trap for detectives? You mean like those fierce traps with sharp teeth that are supposed to snag your leg?
Yeah, those. I got my finger caught in one of those once.
Your finger?
There was this bit of cheese, and it looked so tasty. I reached out, and then, bam!
I'm not sure I know how to respond to a story as stupidly pitiful as that. This looks like a wallet?
Ah,
Gumshoe.
That's where it's been.
Is it yours, detective?
I'm always dropping it, so I put a bell on it.
But you still dropped it anyway.
Yeah, but now I found it again. Pal.
Your wallet is completely empty.
Well, I drop it all the time, so I don't put money in it anymore.
And how come the metal detector picked it up?
Must be because of the bell, I guess.
What a world. What have I not looked at? The skis. It's just a pair of skis. Nothing useful for a case here.
I'm actually pretty good on skis, you know, pal? I just love to fly down the slopes with my coat fluttering in the wind.
Really? I had no idea. How good are you then?
Well, I'm better on skis than I am on skates, but not as good as when I'm on a snowboard.
That's a pretty detailed answer.
Oh, but you know what I'm best at? Making mashed potatoes and gravy.
The guy is losing it. Must be the altitude. You better get back to the investigation.
No.
More skis. I'm assuming this is the same dialogue. Yeah, okay.
Mashed potatoes.
And meatballs.
And meatballs. The only
Mashed
Swedish food
potatoes
there ever
and,
was.
It's
The
true.
hamburger of Sweden.
God.
There's a bit of
Yeah.
red pulse up there.
Doesn't look like there's anything here. It's not enough.
Hey, pal. All you gotta do is watch the detector and let it tell you what's where, okay?
Alright already. Not exactly a whiz at machinery, you know.
Phoenix
not.
can't even operate a car.
Yeah, I don't know if it's activating because the ladder or the skis, because
Thanks, the ladder. I would be surprised if there's something like super duper high up, because Phoenix can't fucking
Yeah.
reach that.
I'm just. I feel like I. The staff?
Oh.
Oh.
This is Miss Stonham's staff, isn't it?
Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood.
But the detector is reacting to it.
Yeah, but however you look at it, the thing's made of wood, right? I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic.
Isn't the whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can't see it?
Weird that this thing is causing a racket.
Here, let me take a look at it.
Hey, hands off! Examining evidence is a job for the...
Ah! The top is coming off!
Oh, look what you've done. You've damaged a really important piece of evidence.
Ah! Canes? It was not a wizard staff.
It was not a wizard staff.
That's,
A sword?
she wasn't a black mage, she was a red mage.
Is this... Could it be?
A murder weapon?
Yo. I never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff.
They call this kind of thing a sword king, pal. This one's a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot.
I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. The real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden. Then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Hey Gumshoe, who knows about the hidden sword?
No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now.
Well, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe. Doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it.
Then I guess this isn't the murder weapon, pal. Huh?
No, no, no! I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder.
Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely the murder weapon. Great job, pal.
It's about the same length as the Shishishito, too. This must be the murder weapon.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it has been wiped off. See you later, pal. Are you sure that's the same length as the Shishishito? I don't know what song this is. Every case airtight case every.
Hold it! Wait up, detective!
What? Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, you know?
You're gonna get that staff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a while?
Huh? What are you talking about, pal?
Please! Just until we find Maya.
What's this got to do with her?
I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Oh, how so?
Look, Maya's trapped inside the secret cavern right now, and, well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel.
You don't think.
Yeah. Shut up! Please, Detective, let's just wait till we can get inside the sacred cavern.
You're looking kind of gritty in there. Okay, just stop it with that face, pal. One thing, though. The staff secret trick. Let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished.
I understand.
This is just a regular run-of-the-mill staff, you got it? Okay, now you take good care of it, pal.
Thank you, Detective.
Don't worry. She'll be fine.
Gumshoe.
You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal?
Sure, thanks. No one knows except me and Gumshoe. Can't help but wonder, though. What was Elise Donham doing with a staff like this in the first place? We don't know, but I think I now have words to talk to Edgeworth. Because of everything.
Got a lot of Cyclops to burn through.
I do. Edgeworth has none for me, thankfully.
I don't, because I expect logic and evidence, right? I don't believe in your spiritual mumbo jumbo.
You hear? Hey, what are your thoughts? Hey, Edgeworth, it might be. I meant to do. Did you know that Iris had a twin sister?
What? A twin? What? You can't be serious.
Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin.
Oh, god damn it. I don't know, right? There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files I checked.
Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think.
A jeweler? Oh. Right, I just might know who this twin sister of her is.
I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right?
No, it's Melissa Foster.
Oh, shit.
Yes, exactly.
Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please.
I have her theme for some reason. It was my first court case 6 years ago. Went a bit Canadian there, just remembering it. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died.
You're talking about Terry Falls, right?
You know about that case?
You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. He said some stupid shit.
Dahlia... Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Falls conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. I'm doing a flip! They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler. And she did a flip.
Slow load.
I was thinking right. 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking.
Her sister?
Well, her stepsister. Actually, they weren't blood related.
Oh, well, they cleared that one up. That's easy.
Of course. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife.
Oh. This is when she entered my life. The woman who tried to kill me. Killed Doug Swallow.
I'm dead.
So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out?
Does it really matter? Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case.
Why are you so sure about that?
It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead.
Oh shit. She's dead.
Dead, right? She's dead.
That's a really... Okay, that doesn't actually help in this specific setting. What?
Well, her
Metabolic.
metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. I did it. Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me, God, looking at me from the screens? I did it.
What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? Or whatever the other sentence you just said.
Oh, fuck, I can't even say that sentence right now. Right, I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know of the murder case you were involved in during your college years.
I guess we're even. Fuck!
Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty. Thanks to the persistence of Maya Fey.
I'll flashback to that.
Mia Fey! Mia Fey!
Remember when she killed those
I
butterflies?
burned these butterflies!
At the time, Dahlia. It's like she was possessed by a demon or something. It's really fucked up.
It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down. Her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. Holy shit.
Executed?
I'm sure that's a bit of a shock to you, right? And for more reasons than... But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. She's dead. Once someone is dead, there's no way to revive them.
This is the wrong case to... Somehow her being
Right.
dead is easier for her to be involved than her being in jail.
Right, she is dead. Nothing can be done. I don't have Cyclops don't exist, right?
There's no
Somehow
way to
Dahlia
revive the
Hawthorne
dead?
has returned.
I wonder. Seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth.
And what is that?
It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother.
Oh, what's their mother got to do with any of this?
She's Morgan Fay, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Crane channeling technique.
Did you say crane channeling technique?
Do you know something about it?
Oh, yes. I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium.
Fraudulent?
I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. They were stumped. And that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her followers, they were all fraudulent.
Edgeworth.
Go to the police records. Go to that room. It's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file and you'll know.
Of course. How could I forget? Edgeworth was a victim in that case. Emotionally. Edgeworth, you'll
Technically
understand
both.
someday. And then you'll see that the Crane channeling technique is real. think I could move down the line now. I know your sister. She was a bitch.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you calling my sister a bitch?
We'll find out in the hell dimension. I remember what I'm asking you. I'm just like, I feel like we've got it. We've gotta have it. I think it's time you told the truth about what you're doing on that night. Oh, maybe I don't. We'll see if I do. I'll bail, I'm afraid. You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth?
But, yeah, that's where I was.
Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too. But I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. Oh, that's an easy one.
Hello, it's me.
Talking about Sister Bikini, of course.
In the box. Sister Bikini.
Your testimony in court today was very clear.
That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but... Well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple.
Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the inner temple on the night of the murder.
That's very impressive, Mr. Wright.
Not really.
Acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late.
What time was that?
Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple. So I would have left about 9:40 p.m., I think.
I'm sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you.
Huh?
Now you say you left the main hall at 9:40 p.m., but what you say doesn't add up with this. She rang the bell at 10, yeah? Like, the bell definitively happened. But first, when did the lightning strike also? Like, that's also important for me. Okay, I guess the lightning was after that. Yeah, you fucking were ringing a bell. You yourself testified to the
that would make
contrary,
sense.
don't you remember? I just wanted to make sure, because the lightning would have been a little more damning. You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night.
Ah, that was a good bell impression, Mr. Wright.
Plus, only moments before, thank you, before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have.
Who's that?
Me.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten.
No, that's right, I remember.
That brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the inner temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. Let's hit it up. On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. Which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris.
But that's crazy. How could that be? There's only one of me. It's impossible.
Impossible? I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise.
Oh. You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me? Then show me the evidence. Show me something that proves that there is more than one of me.
Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun.
am all of me, Mr. Right.
I mean, dead, but dead doesn't fucking matter in this zone. I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps? That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne. A woman I know only too well.
I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer.
Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
Thank you.
There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? The second you who was here at the temple on the night of the murder. It was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm glad I'm just not fucking around with the dead thing. My brain is working.
But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that?
Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the Korean channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me.
Ah!
Oh shit.
I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew. I knew it was my sister. Dahlia. The other half of me who passed away last month.
Just as I suspected. The Iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple on the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because my sister always does the right thing.
Excuse me?
And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do. I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again.
You betrayed her? What do you mean?
That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty. It's the only way.
What's she talking about?
You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago. That was the start of it all. It's what started her down that twisted path. Swear to God, I'm dead! She started to commit crime after crime, killing Ducky Swallow. And in the end, she lost her life. It was instant when I saw that frame. It's all because I betrayed her.
Frame 1 Doug Swallow. How did you betray her, Iris?
It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing.
What?
I got scared, so I ran away.
What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million? From your own father? That's awful!
I promised. I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money.
Huh?
It was revenge on her father.
Revenge? It's back at the top! What do you mean by revenge?
He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell.
Her mother?
She finally has the
Unless
drink.
you talk about Morgan Fay. Big sippy.
Our mother, the Big Sippy, was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fey family. The main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place. For power. But his plan backfired. Because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of Karain.
Dude, I can't believe like 5 backstories are somehow tying together.
It's so... Oh my god, what is this fucking case?
That would be Misty Faye, Maya's mother.
Shit. Oh.
Y'all were begging for the Morgan follow-up.
Holy fuck, Morgan. But before long, the credibility of the Karain tradition had hit rock bottom. The new master, Misty Faye, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident. After that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive and that he had no reason to stay there.
And that's when you came here at the Hazakura Temple?
Yes, the woman my father took in, as his next wife, already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see.
Oh.
And I haven't seen my mother once since then. Having the Masters sent, seeds stolen from her and being rejected by her own family. I've heard she's been very battered spiritually and emotionally.
I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together.
I have asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fey clan.
That's what it looks like. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me.
What is it?
During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him?
Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts.
Oh, thanks. That's awesome. I see. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
Hurry up, Phoenix Wright! There's still much to investigate.
Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise.
Thank you. I suppose I better continue my investigation. There's still one giant secret left to unlock. Pearl's psych lock. Her little rainbow.
Yeah, also... My sister said you're a giant dork, too.
Hey, thanks.
I didn't believe her, okay? I didn't believe her! No! Oh, great, I have to shift my pitch register up like 2 octaves.
Oh, whip! And Larry's also here.
Oh,
Look at that.
God.
They really did make a fire right in front of the shack.
Oh, Mr. Nick! Ha! You're too late, Nick. No potatoes for you. Because, if you came here for 'em, we already polished them all off.
I think I've pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. Oh, one more save for good luck.
You can present the
I don't-
badge.
Oh. Sure.
It's right next to your magic rock.
No, he doesn't want. No, you fooled me. Pearls? It's no good. She's in no condition to look at anything for me right now. Not even my badge.
Worth a shot.
I have a guess, but I don't know if it's the same as yours. 1 through the
That's such a
revival.
cool fucking like look. Like I love that like style.
After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Donan's room reading a book together, correct?
Yes! I was so happy when she invited me. But I didn't go in the end.
You didn't go?
No, there was someone else I had to go instead. Somewhere else. Fuck. I was so worried. I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous.
So Pearls never went to Miss Donham's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls. On the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you? Yeah, she had to be over here because that's where we found her after the fucking bridge. You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now I'm going to take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, and hurt my bones, I guess.
You mean you know?
If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth?
Oh, okay.
You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is this. Yeah, what does this say again? Okay, it doesn't say. It doesn't say go to the place, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, it was burned in the incinerator. She definitely went there, and she definitely had the note.
I mean,
See, I
this
feel-
might be a person, yeah.
Yeah, it could also.
My eyes, I'm thinking about the note, but I'm like, I don't know if it's the classic we're jumping too far.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm hesitating. The easy answer is just it's Maya, right? Because she was there.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
That's the safe take one step forward answer. So I'm gonna pick that first. I'm ready to swerve if it wants me to take a larger leap.
Oh, nope.
Okay. Step 1. Woo! It's obvious what you're so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it?
In the box.
You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course. Oh, wow. Back to the past, Samurai Jack.
I signed up for
Man,
your
I'm gonna-
special course. I'm not used to speaking.
Yeah, you haven't done much of it. Neither's Galactic.
Oh,
no.
I've had more lines in fucking 2-4 than this one.
Well, my,
Oh.
quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel.
That was a lot less funny in retrospect. Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? Because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place. You felt responsible, didn't you?
Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. Couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the Inner Temple.
One down. Then we're clear now that you went to the Inner Temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the Inner Temple?
It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. But there was so much snow and I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock.
Until after 10? How did you know what time it was?
Oh, because I heard the bell ringing for lights out.
She heard the lights out bell? The Hazakura Temple's bell is pretty small though, isn't it? You must have a really good hearing.
I was really trying to pick up the sound of the bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it, that'd be terrible.
She was trying to hear the bell? Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing that bell?
Huh? Oh,
I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about that bell was because of this. Now I got the swerve. Now I got it.
no!
This says the bell.
Not the
As soon as you hear the bell, get the swerve. You were given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you? I presume you recognize these pieces of paper?
Where did you...
In the incinerator at the inner temple. Pearls. You were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell.
I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing.
These instructions that were found at the incinerator, I believe they were written for you, Pearls.
For me? No.
As you can see, a large portion has been burnt, but the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was... very unfortunate.
Oh.
It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter. She said earlier that she lost her channeling powers, so this might still be a W if it was before this. It's really flippy right now. It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris whose sister Bikini met at the Inner Temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was?
No. I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading the instructions.
I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you've never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow? God, this is no good.
Oh god, this is fucked.
This is no good. Pearls. I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you, that's why.
How did you...
She kind of gave it away with the I hate my family part of it. I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. I do not think this game will have me put a child in jail, so I have faith in not that happening.
I just can't believe we're like 4 Cyclocks in. Holy shit.
Yeah. Alright,
We're
Pearls, it's
actually
time
going
you
through
started
all
telling me
5.
the truth.
But also, I don't think so either.
Mr. Nick,
Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this.
Don't underestimate me. Just because I'm a child.
Huh?
If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, I'd like to see some proof.
What?
Because I don't think you have any.
She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. Guess we'll have to produce more evidence then. And one more thing should do it. Alright, Pearls. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right, there's no evidence that proves it was you.
I knew it!
However, I do know that whoever did it was a child.
How do you know that? You don't
It
have
couldn't
proof.
have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that.
A simple mistake? What do you mean by that?
I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you've been given. But you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it. I need to read that letter again.
No.
Everyone once nightfall should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out, but you channel her spirit, leave everything up to her. Her name is blank, partly Dolly Author. She has the whole. Here's a picture of her using when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this burned, also make 2 on your list letter. Gravely roast the mess. Yeah.
You saw it too.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it?
What? Why would I do something like...
Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Probably not a great sentence for your child. But she didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast, among others, right?
How do you know that?
Remember the conversation you had with Miss Stoneham on the night of the murder? Oh, fuck!
Perhaps we can read some books together.
Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading, but...
Well then, would you like to practice reading with me?
Miss Elise! So for example, how do you read this?
It says, gravely. That's kind of a tough word.
So she definitely read the sentence that said, I fuck the master, and she's like, oh, okay. That's interesting. She didn't just read one word.
So funny. That just led to putting gravy on the picture of fucking Elise Stoneham.
Sure, Miss Stoneham taught you how to read gravely and roast. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant.
Gravely sounded like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food, because I was hungry.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast.
To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless. I couldn't even burn her properly as my mother had asked of me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right.
Damn.
Whole 5, holy shit. Also, fuck. Fuck.
Twofer.
After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple. With a pot full of the leftover gravy.
The gravy? Is the gravy getting a okay. I was like, you're not giving the gravy a box.
I don't think I'm gonna put the gravy in the box, Mr. Wright. I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the master of Karain, like it said in the letter.
I see. And then?
Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area, and...
The guest area?
Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over.
Why didn't you just go to the training hall?
Because Mystic Maya's main training had already started, and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then
Pearls, did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry! I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it.
Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fall asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris too. It happens. We're losers.
Anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple.
Yes, I woke up. It was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore, and there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the letter into the incinerator and then heated up the leftover gravy and...
And let off some steam by chucking the gravy on the squirrel while you cried?
Must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school, too.
Don't equate something so trivial with your experience, Larry.
It was written right in my mother's letter. Fuck. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit?
No. I tried, but I couldn't do it.
She's safe! You couldn't do it?
I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. And it gave me an alibi. I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and... Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. I just couldn't do it.
Don't let it get down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Just like that.
So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not really likely, though.
Could you please tell me what it is anyway?
It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit.
Someone else? What do you mean?
Well, there's only one of each spirit, right?
Yep, it's... fucking... It's like dating a girl, Nick. Can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. It's called cheating, it's bad.
And that would mean on the night of the murder. Someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. Just for shits and giggles.
A failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish.
Her final wish?
Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully.
This letter. I definitely need to find out more about it. Let's do that.
My mother has gone to a place called a penitentiary. Hard word.
Yeah, I know, Pearls.
I visit her every month. And last month she told me, with her big sippy cup.
Oh, do I have to remember her voice? Oh shit, how did she talk? The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I had a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden.
I think that was pretty much one for one.
I'm happy. My mother's always nice to me. I love her very much.
Oh.
Yeah. Moms will do anything for their kids, right? Like Sister Bikini.
said it was for the good of the Fae Clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya's part of the Fae Clan, so it had to be good for her too. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
I guess so, yeah.
There is a picture with her letter too,
A picture?
of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time... Yeah, pretty weird, huh?
Like Larry knows anything about this stuff.
Help me. There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before. That sure is pretty strange.
Someone had opened it already? Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out.
You're very welcome. My mother's watching over us.
Oh,
She's so nice.
We gotta have a talk about that eventually, but not now, not now.
So I'm sure Mystic Maya will be alright.
Look at that innocent smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her?
Oh no.
Finally figured it out, have you, Trite? You finally realized how terrible a crime being painfully oblivious is.
Godot?
The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop.
Guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort.
But it's all a waste of time,
Why do you say that?
because my Fae isn't coming back.
What? You don't know what you're talking about. How could he say something like that?
It was your job to protect her, Trite. Just like it was your job to protect me, a Fae. Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances.
I realize that, but...
And you were the only one who was by their sides.
God, it's great you weren't here in Justice for All. You'd be bitching my fucking ears off.
You were the only one who could have saved them.
But I didn't know anything was about what was going on.
What did I just say, Trite? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow, we'll settle everything in court tomorrow. Once and for all.
Mr. Nick, is what that man just said true?
It'll be alright, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you. I can trust you, Mr. Nick.
Oh, she's back. My dear Pearl. You've done so well, my child. My Pearl. They let me keep my drink in prison. It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now, finally, after all this time, the master seat is yours. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time.
You're in jail, Morgan, but also fuck you. What the fuck?
I'm taking a tasty sippy. You literally can't fucking catch me. I'm in jail. What are you going to do? You've already done it.
That was like the most,
Damn.
the best investigation I think I've ever.
Yeah, I'm okay
What the
that we're
fuck?
not doing trial today. Because I have to end the stream very shortly.
What
Me
the
when
fuck
I
is
get
this case?
the plot just eradicates me.
Let 'em bomb dropped on you.
Good shit.
Oh. What is this case, man?
There's only one
I'm
thing
so
this
sorry you
case
had
is
to-
missing.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest.
Tomahawk.
There's only one thing this case is missing. Look at me, motherfuckers!
I don't know. Could Luke at me figure this all out? Would he have like?
Yes, of course.
Oh my!
Luke
Wait a
Atme would have
minute.
solved. Luke Atme would have solved this day one.
Holy shit! Hold on a minute. Hold on. One mask to mask in one area, the other in the. Holy fucking shit! What is
I've done
game,
this shit
dude?
before.
What the fuck? You're telling me the second case? What is this game, dude? Who masked the masks? Two.
Super Mario Maker. Alright, that's all for stream. Next week, I guess we're gonna fucking go to trial and some shit's gonna go down. I even know where to begin with that. Your Honor, it's Dahlia Hawthorne. She's dead as hell. I'm assuming they're giving me the judge back because surely they wouldn't leave me with the Irish Canadian judge.
I hope they leave us with the Irish Canadian judge.
I
just for
kind
the
of,
lulz.
I don't want to do. I want to do my judge voice.
I think they will. I'm feeling like they're gonna bring the Irish Canadian judge and the regular judge at the same time, and you have to voice both
Why
of
would
them
they?
at the same
God,
time.
just keep
I'm
striking
asking
dead.
myself that every day, Freem.
All right. Thank you for stream, everybody. We will see you later.
Later, gamers.